but this is going to describe our program, our wellness program. And we did take time off. We started this program about 3 years. If you go to the videos, you can see around May, we started this Shift a Click program for the weight loss. And at that point, I was doing it myself. But since now that I have lost the weight, and I have, achieved some of the goals, the ones that I think that are good for me. My definition of wellness is, you know, being happy with your goals that you achieved in health wise, the resiliency that you developed, the ability that you have to see through the future and achieve higher goals, yes, and being ambitious. All these things are very important, but if you don't look after your health, your sleep, your habits, which we form these habits without knowing sometimes, and it hits our subconscious. And a lot of it is really habits. But then you have habits of free will, and then you have habits of sometimes that are just stressful for the sake of stress and for the sake of just fitting in. And so, real wellness is defined by your own goals, what you set. If you have the discipline to eat, for instance, protein, most of the meals that you're having, if you have the discipline to cut out the carbs from your diet, or at least switch to brown rice or any of these other healthy foods like quinoa, if you're able to do this, it requires discipline. It requires focus. If you are able to do intermittent fasting, if you're able to do calorie reduction, if we're able to walk about a mile or two a day and give your joints the health they need, all of these require points of sacrifice. But what is the distinction here? What is the distinction? And we're just recording this so that you can review this another time. The distinction that we have here is that we put it for you in one page paper. Okay, from sleep to mindset, through habit forming, through, you know, basically finding all of the necessary points that help you achieve your health goals. You want to call it weight loss, that's up to you, but I would call it wellness goals. And basically is, are you performing at the highest level you can at work, as a family, without fitting in, without copying, and without falling victim to what we call narc capacity or whatever you want to call it, and being able to be confident in your health journey. Are you able to do this? We do it with just one page. And you go to all these dietitians, all these weight loss, we do it only in one page. What we look at, your sleep. What we look at, your movement. What we look at, your mindset, your thoughts. Are they positive? What we look at, your relationship and the ability to remove toxic relationships from your life. And yes, a period of being alone will become difficult for you. But if you're growing, if you're learning, if you're succeeding, if you're achieving your goals, it's going to require that. Who's going to tell you to, which person, dietitian or a coach out there is going to tell you that's what you're going to face? So it's a comprehensive thing. And then when you take care of all of these things, okay, sleep, movement, mindset, relationships, and basically being what we call having a positive view on life, then you're able to achieve your goals at a higher level. This is what we offer at this course. It's a one-on-one coaching. The price, we can speak about it, and it's also group coaching. And it's not just weight loss. It's a comprehensive thing. I don't like that. I would call it a wellness program. If you take care of yourself, then the weight loss is just gonna be something that you don't have to worry about. So let's focus on wellness, and the weight take care of itself. Okay, no dieting. Absolutely, you don't have to do any dieting. You don't have to have what we call um, yo-yo dieting. You don't have to do any of these things. It's a long-term program, fixing the way you cook. If you don't know how to cook, you can bake. We'll teach you how to do that, um, and taking those step by step. And yes, eventually, this point in my journey, it got me to a point where now I'm considering, franchising and finding restaurants that actually meet my goal, so that we can look at eating healthy as a primary goal. And then movement. I walk to the bank, I walk to the, to the businesses, I walk to my local mosque, moving my body, eating healthy, and at the same time, making it so seamless so that you can achieve your healthy goals. And if you're going through a very strong, difficult time in your business and you want creative things, you know, you will think you should neglect your wellness, but you should focus on it because it will help you actually produce better results. And as we said, we help you do this one on one, and we do have the group coaching and Zoom. My number is listed there, and you can find it. Okay, there you go. Take care. This was one session. We do it, and then eventually, if we have people coming out here, we'll see if we can do a question and answer. All right, take care.